Off the cuff. We're here. It's all good. I'm with my boy Shawnee, with my boy JP. Look, we had a few topics around it. It's going to be based loosely around changes and how we've been able to change and grow. But also off the cuff. Yeah. We want to have a bit of a fun episode, get to know each other a little bit more without, I guess, such of a rigid topic, and just have a bit more fun with it. But JP, continue talking about crunchy balls, hot chocolates. I fucking love them from Oliver Brown.
I've never tasted it before.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate, but not
$8.80.
Yeah, $8.80.
Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly right.
But has coffee gone up as well?
Everything's gone up.
We'll just include that.
Bro, when I had my cafe, bro, like, honestly, at the start, we were charging like, I think $9 for a bacon and egg roll. And gone are the days of like a small coffee and a bacon egg roll
for $5.
For like $5. Nah, it was never $5, was it?
$9.
In the industrial parks, you used to drive past, there used to be a sign at the fucking front, bacon and egg and a coffee.
And a coffee for $5.
Actually, and then it went up to 10.
You would have been swimming around your dad's balls at that time.
Yeah, I would have been swimming around. Yeah, exactly, bro. So, but you got to put your prices up, and that's why I understand why prices do go up, but it does still hurt for me now.
How often do you...
In accordance with the way things have gone up, obviously inflation, especially the last couple of years, you know what I mean? Like I noticed with my suppliers, like buying bacon and buying eggs, buying bread rolls.
So you just put it up when your costs go up.
When my costs go up, and I tried to hold off as long as possible. And we were charging like $4 for a small coffee for ages. Eventually, I had to go to $4.50, and then Regan from Sonoma, the dog, he put up his prices from Sonoma. Our bread rolls went from like 80 cents a roll to like $1.20 a roll or something like that. But
when you say a roll
per bun.
Per bun.
So let me give you a quick breakdown.
How expensive sourdough was.
Bro, sourdough, it's about $1.50 a serving if you're using the good stuff, you know what I mean?
I legit would have thought it was like 50 cents.
But that's what the thing is.
That's what people think.
Yeah. But who goes to, it burns me when you just go to a cafe and just order like a piece of toast with butter. Like go home and make how lazy do you got to be to put the toast in the toaster?
But surely the margin on that is actually good for that though.
Well, it is but don't forget as well, when you're factoring in costs for like, especially in food production or like, hospitality, you're not just including like the raw cost of the ingredients. You have to include labor. Wages, you have to include the electricity, all the fixed costs.
And you got to include your wage as well,
correct,
right?
Yeah, but what was your wage? What did you do for your first 6 months?
Man, bro, for the first 6 months, I didn't even take a wage, bro. I just paid my basic. I just scratched my leg, bro. Paying my basic necessities, man, just to get me by. And then even my brother was helping me out as well. The first couple of months, bro, he was like taking a very bare minimum of a wage. But bro, the whole time I was there, it was money that was going into my bank account, was using to pay bills. And live a pretty pretty average life, bro. Like it wasn't like I was out on the weekend with a brand new car and this and that.
I've got a cafe.
Let's go. Let's get a noir.
Let's go. Bottle service. I think it's a very maybe like misrepresented idea of like what it is to be in hospitality and be a business owner in general, and that was a sacrifice that I was willing to make. Don't get me wrong, like I bought a new car and I never struggled, but I live within my means. I didn't be able to go out every weekend to crazy dinners and live the high life like that. And I think I never want to be able to. Like I never want to live for showcasing for others and being like, wow, he's good.
Would you ever go back into hospo?
Yeah.
I love food and coffee, and I think I want to be able to like sit down and enjoy food and beverages in nice settings.
As a patron,
not so
survey
much.
What's going on? Well, what's the success of those types of businesses? Like in terms of, I know success is different for everybody, but from a financial standpoint,
typically
like being able to stand back and go, okay, that's
running, and I'm making good money.
I can't speak for everyone, but from a lot of hospitality owners that I know and like restaurant and cafes owners I know, I think it's like, isn't it like 80 to 90% of businesses don't make it? This is not just in hospitality.
This is
small
businesses.
Close after like their first 24 months in business.
And I think it's 1 in 3 fail in the first 12 months.
Yeah,
like I think that's actually and then I think there's another 50% of that, whatever that number is in the following couple of years or something.
And look, in the hospitality industry, like I could be wrong, I have no idea.
Right.
But they talk about like you barely make money.
Margins
I don't know.
Bro, it's you know what, man? It's true, bro. It is true.
Yeah.
It is true. I think
that'd be hard.
I'm thinking, bro, probably the top 5 to 10% of cafes are the ones that are really like striving and leaders in the market and actually taking home,
But you were saying the same thing about real estate agents too, right?
Real estate agents, I think
the top and then
the median income for a real estate agent in New South Wales, I looked this up, this is confirmed, 79,000. So for the amount of work that they do and the shit that they have to put up with and the you know, clients that they have to deal with, especially because you're not just selling, you know, like you're in tech sales, you're selling, you know, from B2B when you're selling, you know, someone's biggest asset, someone's biggest personal asset that they've worked their whole life for. There's so much more emotion involved, and you got to put up with their, you know, like.
But also, you don't sell in that you don't get paid. Whereas in other sales professions, typically there's more of a split between, like, you know, for example, my income is made up of 50% my base, 50% my commission. Whereas real estate, it's a lot more lucrative, but it's basically 100% commission.
Well, I'd like to know a bit more in hospitality. Like, you got Crunchy Balls hot chocolates, $8.80. They got to be making fucking big margins.
Yeah, we're not trying to slag Oliver Brown here.
Oliver Brown.
Oliver
Brown, they do make good stuff. I used to love Max Brenner.
Max died out, and Oliver Brown took over.
Same thing happened with like Mad Max, and then Guzman came.
Yeah, there's always something new.
But you know what? You know what? The interesting thing about Max Brenner and Oliver Brown was that typically what you'd think is with businesses that are head office owned and head office run, typically the perception is if they're head office owned and run, there's more brand control, there's a lot more. You would think, like I would think by default, those businesses would do better because they have more control. But Oliver Brown went for a franchise strategy and have done way better than Max Brenner ever did. And Max Brenner was just a head office run, you know, operation.
That's true, but I think there's always still like a influence from head office in terms of like they have to work within the confines.
But
if you have a singular person that's running their franchise, they're invested. Like they're fully invested instead of like it being spread, because at Fit College where I am, they have licensees. So it's not a franchise, but it's licensees. And you see with the licensees, they're the top. They're the top. The top campuses. Yeah. Like even better than the head office campus, etc.
Okay.
You know, I think maybe because is that more investment, there's more time that they're putting into it. Not saying that head office doesn't do that. Obviously. And then also with regards to Vision, where I went to, they've been around for almost 20 years.
Bro, Vision, I don't know. I just feel like they're shit. I always drive past Vision personal training, and it just looks.
They've been around for almost 20 years. They're fucking successful.
Bro, are they?
Yeah. They are, but man, I don't know why they feel dated and a bit.
Yeah, I just feel like,
you know what? It's not.
Do they not have a lot of equipment? I feel like it's just very bare minimal, like dumbbells and a couple of treadmills.
That's because that's the target market. It's
and
not
the target
for the people
market's like 40, 50-year-olds.
Yeah, like they're newbies, they're brand new.
When I was working in Para, I remember I'd go down there and I went for like a free session because the guy was nice. He was a nice enough guy. I went down there and bro, like obviously no disrespect to the people training there, but it just wasn't my vibe. It was like older people. It was like very like I wasn't even fit back then. Yeah, but they were very unfit. It was very like basic. Really super basic stuff.
Very basic,
but it was like just complete and utter hand holding.
That's it. Yeah,
it's like accountability.
Even more so than what you'd see in a normal PT doing in a gym. They're like completely owning everything about what they're doing.
But in the background of it, from a personal training perspective, that's what it is. Like you don't do anything but train the client.
Yes.
Like the programs are done for you. All your I mean, you can change your programs, obviously. And you can do that sort of stuff. But your job is to create that relationship with that client to be able to change him long term. Like, that's the whole premise of it.
That's nice then.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was there for 5 years.
You just get a cut? Like, is it the company takes a percentage?
You're an employee. It's not
an employee. Okay.
Yeah, so obviously when you go to like Anytime Fitness, you can have your own business, pay your rent, and then you go and charge whatever you want, which is great. Like I think some PTs out there complain that they're paying so much rent. And I'm like, bro, you can charge whatever you want. Yeah. Like you have one client that's paying $100 for an hour. Say you go 2 clients that's paying for your rent. Then you can get 30 clients paying $100, $150.
Wow.
You're doing well.
Some of those ones in the city that I used to know, they used to come to LinkedIn as well. They used to be like trainers here and there. Bro, they pump clients every day. They have like 12, 13, 14
some of them
clients
earn $4,000 a week.
Yeah. Bro, they make easy. Big money.
But because that's the demographic, right? That they're happy to pay that amount of money. Like, you know, the 100 or 150.
Convenience.
Yeah, someone wants to go in, they want to just block out their work. They just want someone to come in and tell them exactly what to do, how to do it. Take a few Instagram stories of them. They'll repost it, look hectic.
But that's the thing, it's the look as well.
Yeah, it is the look.
That professionalism.
That's why the good PTs, I always see them like they're big upping their clients. And like saying like, wow, look at the improvement and look at the muscles on this.
My brother just started with a PT. He's doing 4 weeks of 12 weeks. He's get trained under Nathan Rance. I don't know Nathan personally, but shout out to Nathan Rance if you ever watch his video. He's doing a great job training my brother. My brother's trimmed up looking.
Oh, no way. Yeah, so how many sessions a week? 4?
He's doing 3 to 4 sessions a week for 12 weeks.
That's a lot.
Yeah, he's doing good, bro. For someone who's been lazy for a while.
How much he's paying? How much? Bro, if
I'm
it's
just
like
off
an
the
hour
top of my
session,
head.
bro, if you're paying $100, it's $400 a week.
Yeah, it's just under $100 a session, I think. But again, like people are happy to pay for that convenience, especially because he's not going to get in the gym, start lifting weights yourself. I think when you get a little bit older and you're busy with your business, you're like, bro, I don't give a fuck what it costs.
The other
Just let
thing
me
is
get in the
because
gym.
he's doing that many sessions, he's almost like guaranteeing, not guaranteed, he's
Guaranteed
almost
results.
Exactly right.
Yeah,
Whereas
yeah,
you do
yeah.
one session a week, you're like, fuck, it's a lot of money, and like, but whereas he's paying more money, but he's honestly almost
Yes.
Brother,
guaranteeing
one
himself
session
a
a week
result.
from a PT perspective is the fucking worst. Like you see your client once a week, you have to call them, you have to email them to make sure they're doing all the things that they do.
engaged
So
and
I would
shit.
always sell 3 to 4 sessions.
Has to be.
Always. And if they really couldn't, and I really felt that I need to help this person, I'll drop 2 minimum. That's it. Because the more time you spend with your client, obviously the better it's going to be.
Yes.
The routine, the habits, etc. So
Yeah. Then I feel like that's a really like. I think one of the things that people, even me when I was just training haphazardly and like, there would be a PT there and I'd do maybe one session a week or something. You almost having that upfront conversation like, look, I'm telling you to do 3-4 sessions a week, not because I want to take more of your money, but because I actually think that investing more will get you a more guaranteed result.
Yeah.
What's one session? Are you really going to come here and do
not
another
gonna do
3-4
anything.
sessions a week yourself? Are you going to be that disciplined?
This is what I used to do, right? So when I used to start, I have a client and they had objections, etc. Go through the whole process, and they used to say, one objection is that, I want to do it on my own. So they'll jump in the gym and they'll start doing their own thing. And what PTs tend to do is they tend to get really annoyed when people do that, and they don't talk to them anymore. And I'm like, bro,
It's like the playground.
yeah, it's the fucking dumbest thing you can ever do, because that client might not be ready now, but at some point in time, they will be ready potentially.
Yeah,
So,
go help them out.
For
here and there,
example, okay, well, here's a program that you can use, 4-week program. Bro, you make the program. It's easy as, hey, try that, have it free, whatever. And then every now and then check in on them. Hey, so remember you telling me that you lost 10 kilos, you're going to want to lose 10 kilos. How's that going? Week 2, how's it going? Week 3, how's it going? I haven't been doing it, because that people aren't going to do it if they want to do it on their own.
That's the biggest thing when you're buying. You're buying accountability more than anything.
Yeah, 100%.
You're buying accountability.
Yeah, you want someone to hold your hand. But the big thing is that what happens is accountability is great from somebody, but at some point in time, it needs to change. You need to have personal accountability to be able to go long term and do it. Then what about you with your transformation, KP? You've over the last fucking 6 months, 9 months, you've
bro.
Turned it up a
Honestly,
notch.
I think you made a good point there about the accountability, because at first my accountability was completely like there was no self accountability. My accountability was literally just like someone saying to me, "Are you coming? Have you gone to training? Or where have you been?" Whereas like now I'm at the point where I'm keeping myself accountable. I know I have to go every day, otherwise I'll slip up. You know what I mean? But yeah, like when I started out, I was very haphazard. I was going at training at 9:30, training at 4, training at whatever. And even before, I was training at 180. When I was training at the bunker in Surrey Hills, because I was working near there. Oh man, I'd go so haphazardly. I'd literally go in and do like one muscle group. The typical just isolated muscle group and train. But no, man, honestly, I know we talked about culture and community and stuff, but like, coming out of COVID and to work from home, basically pretty much full time. Like I was missing a bit of that, like that connection and the culture piece, so that's what I get that from the gym too. And I'd be lying if I saying like I wasn't training that muscle too. Like, the muscle where I'm just getting to interact with people.
The muscle of the heart.
'Cause I'm here sitting in front of my fucking computer on couch from
100%.
Brace.
How was the bunker? What was that like?
Man,
Looks like a sick gym.
Bro, it's a sick gym, and they have PTs they have like fucking 15 PTs roaming that gym.
Oh, right.
They are pumped with work. It's not that big. Oh no, bro, it's pretty big.
Is it in Surrey
I'm
Hills?
trying to think of like in Surrey Hills, bigger than like our floor space, maybe 1.5 times what 180 is.
But it's not like a 180. It's like an actual gym. It's a proper like.
But they
PTs
have like
and,
3 types of memberships. They have just a normal gym, then they have gym plus classes.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
But they had a lot of PTs, a lot of like international PTs. Like obviously you're on like a visa.
Is that a one-off gym? Is that just only one location of the bunker? Or
so the bunker, same people that own Fitness Playground.
Right. Yeah.
Barrackville.
I've seen there was one new gym that popped up on when I was scrolling through Instagram the other day. Brand new. Looks like a nightclub inside.
Bro, it's like white inside.
Bro,
what
is it
called?
They own it. Fitness,
Zero?
I think it's called One by Fitness Playground.
One, yeah.
But see, like I wouldn't want to go there and train. I'd just be wanting there, like, hey, let me get a drink. Like, what's going on? Like,
Look, it looks like
a nightclub.
The thing is, with gyms now is that like you can genuinely open a gym like that and attract people that are just posting content.
Yeah, that's what they want.
That's what they want, because there are literally people going into gyms
for
to post content
They
to
want
make
the
money.
aesthetic.
well, not only just the aesthetic, but a lot of people actually using gyms to fucking make money or produce
Promote,
or try to
influencers,
build their own business. You know, my program or whatever. And if you've got something that looks aesthetic, it's gonna.
Do you know what? I love that, and I think that can extend across all industries. It's like, okay, so we're seeing that there's a desire for people to shoot more content, to look aesthetic, you know, to like. Stroke their ego, so we can come up with a place that like makes them look good in their gym, like whether it's a club.
Cafe June, I haven't been there. June in Winston Hills.
Yeah, it's nice.
Bro, it's got that cool sign June at the front with the flower. I haven't been there, but everyone says it's good. The only reason I have any interest in even going there
is because what you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not saying I want to go post it, but it just looks cool. It's got like visual appeal, like, and I feel like we get that like consumer grade experience now with everything, with apps that we use on our phones. We're used to having aesthetics, things that look and feel good, even in the way that we interact with technology, you know. You know, no MS-DOS anymore.
MS-DOS?
Don't you remember when you got like on the old Windows computer, you used to have to type commands in on like a green and black screen?
Is that like putting in code?
I probably did that.
It looked like that. It looked like that.
Wait, did you have Doom? Did you play Doom?
I never played Doom, but I know Duke Nukem. Do you remember that?
Duke Nukem? Nah.
Oh fuck! Yeah, I didn't play Doom.
Bro, Doom was back in the day, back when it was. I think it was free on your PC. Yeah, Microsoft.
Remember Pinball?
That was the best game.
Goat game, bro.
Do you remember Worms?
Worms, yeah, I remember Worms.
Worms
yeah, that was good.
Head. Yeah. Anyway, so we're getting
Plants vs Zombies.
I was gonna say something in relation to the PT stuff, because obviously, like, PT is obviously a lot more expensive. Man, I was I forgot where I was the other day. Anyway, I was sitting with people and I was just realizing, man, everyone's talking more and more about budgets.
Yeah, bro.
You realize that?
Bro, you know what? People are doing it
people
fucking
are actually,
tough.
I don't remember people ever talking about budgets.
Doing it tough, bro. Doing it tough.
Bro. It's not even, it's like everything, like the money going out is just noticeable now. Everything's noticeable. Like,
well, cause put it this way, like even my brother, like we went and got breakfast the other day. He's like, yeah, I'll grab a bacon and egg roll, orange juice and a piccolo. And she's like, yeah, thanks, it'll be $35. I was like, what the fuck? I swear, bro, it's crazy these days. You're paying $10 for a juice. $10 for a juice.
That's why I don't get anything at the cafe. I'm like,
I know. Bro, honest to God, bro, you would think I work in the city from the amount of money I spend on food every day.
I spend a lot of money on food.
I just spend it in the morning. Yeah. But don't get me wrong.
Well, how much is your shake?
It's worth it to me. Oh, $10.
Oh, yeah.
And then like buy another coffee or buy juice or a...
That's it. Yeah, 100%, bro. But look, man, I understand that from a hospital. I have a lot more understanding and I guess, you know, like sympathy, if you want to call it that, for them. But if we're going back on the topic of franchises and that thing, the first cafe I ever worked at outside of school, my first job after school was at this franchise of a cafe called Shingle Inn.
Bro,
it was the ugliest name.
It's a franchise. I've never heard of it.
Shingle Inn. So
is it
like
still
the
around?
shingles.
They were even the name put me off. But I just worked there. I was like looking for a job. It was like at the front.
Was it?
At the front of Target in Rouse Hill Town Centre.
So Rouse Hill Town Centre
area.
Yeah, the little outdoor area.
Bro, how long was that?
Bro, I used to hang out there, Rouse Hill.
Bro, I used to
hang out there like
I used to hang out there as kids, bro. 100%. Like
I wasn't there as a kid, but
yeah, cool. Because you're, you know,
that sounds weird.
Hanging out with kids.
You're so old.
Rouse Hill Town.
When you're in your early 20s, people in their mid 30s, bro, they're fucking.
Yeah, I know.
They're so old.
Nah, he's not old, bro. Shawnee looks quite young, bro.
He does. He's a baby face.
Looks good. I'll give you my routine someday.
My
skincare routine.
Actually, we should do an episode on your skin routine.
Yeah, shout out the skincare. We are looking for sponsorships. So, you know, L'Oreal Paris.
Nivea for men. That's
Nivea for men.
Anyway, we finished your
So I got to Shingle Inn and anyway, it was my boss was this guy called Nathan. His like English name was. He's an Indian dude. Yeah. Really good guy. He left his corporate job. He wanted to kill himself after working in corporate for so long, and he just had enough working in the corporate field.
Modern day
and he's like
shit,
literally. So he's like, oh, you know, buy a cafe. So he bought this cafe.
So he owned it.
Yeah, I was the first guy to go and like, you know, help him sort of, I guess, start working there, and did a really good job for him, man. I used to work there Monday to Thursday from like 6:30 to like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it was terrible. Like, it was just terrible. All their cakes they used to buy from head office, it was all came in frozen. Even the cooking area at the back, like, I remember when he first got there, like, they were cross-training us. So I was on the coffee machine. He's like, oh, yeah, also, please come to the back so I can, you know, teach you how to... I'll just for argument's sake.
Good accent.
Like, please, I will show you.
Sound like a poo.
A poo how to put a pedal on. One squishy. Yes, no. Go on. Anyway, but I'm just getting into character just for the sake of ending. He's like, Marty, please, I will show you how to cook so, you know, we can, you know, get nice bacon eggs. You know, they like it's very nice.
It's actually an unbelievable accent.
And basically he's like, someone ordered scrambled egg. I'm like, where do we cook them? We don't have any pots or pans. He's like, oh, it's very easy. You crack them into a microwave safe bowl and you get the
no way.
And bro, they in the microwave. Bro, it was so disgusting.
When I used to see people do that, it turns me off.
Bro, even poached eggs that was labeled on the menu. He's like, okay, very simple. I was like, well, how do you poach the eggs? He's like, in the microwave. Very simple. So water, cover it off, and then plop it out. And I was like, bro, this is fucking disgusting. We had one hot top that you'd cook fried eggs and things on, but I used to love it, bro. I used to get there at 6:30, do my uni work because he didn't get there till 9:30. So I used to work from 6:30 to 8:30, chilling. Had no customers till like 10 o'clock in the morning. Literally 0 customers.
How old were you?
Probably I was 18. Yeah, 17, 18. But yeah, it was so much fun, bro.
It's funny, isn't it? Because like he like by your standards or by most people, maybe he wasn't doing like particularly well, but just having that freedom of being out of his
out of his job,
whatever he was doing, earning whatever he was earning.
Well, to be fair though,
was he a happy guy? Did he
listen,
like it?
So let me tell you, like after I think the first couple of months, I think it really started to hit him that like getting in customers, especially to like this place where like, like young kids want to go to cool snazzy cafes with like nice coffee and like really cool food, whereas this place kind of seemed a bit dated. I think, it was like, I put it on par with like a muffin break type.
So would you get the oldies then?
You get the oldies because what are they doing? They're buying scones with jam and cream and a coffee. You want your
sitting down for like 4 hours.
That's it, literally sitting down reading the newspaper and you got to like pretend to talk to them. And bro, it was horrible. And I used to see him like, he's like, all right, I'll be back, Matty. I'm just gonna, just go check the storeroom. And I just go see him outside. He's having a ciggy. The poor cunt was stressed out of his mind, bro.
Bro, because that's stressful, isn't it? Like,
it is.
In that type of work, hospitality is fucking stressful. And that's what I was saying before. It must be hard, not only because of that success rate, but because it's
you got your overheads. You got your overheads, bro. You're sitting there, you're waiting for customers to come in, and you're like, oh shit,
bro,
what am I doing?
That would be, bro. That would fucking that'd be depressing sometimes,
bro. It's not easy, bro.
So what was a typical day like? What was your busy day? Like,
a busiest day for us was so like we were always busy Monday to Friday from like 6:30. Generally we open. Oh no, we usually open about 6.
What time did you get there?
I got there 5:30.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 5:30.
And you get all the people going on the train.
Yeah, bro. To be honest, right before COVID, like everyone around me was like, bro, if you were here like a year before COVID started, everyone was going onto the train. No one was working from home. You had a lot more foot traffic. But bro, we did pretty good, man. Like from 6:30
during COVID.
Bro, we started right after.
I can't believe that's how fucking recent.
Yeah,
literally.
Yeah,
bro, it was crazy, man. So, but we did pretty well, bro. From like generally from 6:30 to 11:30, we were like pretty flat chat, bro. Yeah. But at the end of the day, bro, I think in my head, like I was always naive. I was like, yeah, bro, I can't wait to open a cafe. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna have cash. I'm gonna be loaded, do this, do that, do whatever I want. But it never worked out the way I seen. But I'm so thankful that I had the opportunity to, learn so much from that. I don't think I would ever like imagine myself doing anything else at the time. It was it was like that or nothing else.
Yeah, and how many people can say they've had such a baptism by fire?
Oh, literally, jump in the deep end.
100%. Yeah, definitely. Even
at your age,
and my mum at the time was like, oh, I don't know if you're ready to open game. I was like, shut up, mum, I'm doing it. Yeah. But yeah, she backed me hard, and like that's why I had the support of my family. And bro, it's super, super awesome.
Did you ever work in a hospital? What was your first job?
My first job was at it was actually at Grady, what was used to be called Grady Union. So what happened was I was always real G to work. So I remember when I turned
working at the movies is awesome.
Bro, it was hectic. 14 and 9 months. I remember I decided, because look, I was pretty, for someone my age, I was relatively well spoken and I could chit chat and I liked fronting up to people. What I did was I took my CV, as a lot of people did do that back then. Does a call mean that's going to stop?
Maybe check it.
Go have a look.
I'll check it, but after I tell the story.
Yeah, tell you something.
Maybe just check it anyway.
Maybe I'll check it
first. Why don't you just answer the phone? Just say, hey, Kristen, we're live.
That could make it worse.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
True.
Check. Just
check.
Hold.
Put it on airplane mode too.
Still going?
Okay, put it on airplane mode so she stops calling.
Oh, I'll do it on no, don't do it there. I'll do it here. I'll do it here.
Sorry for some
Shawnee, I'll wait till you come
difficulties.
back and then I'll continue. Hold on, I'll put it on do not disturb. Oh, it's on do not disturb.
Okay, perfect.
All right, great. All right, stop doing that. Maddie was knocking my leg. 1 for 1 hour. Anyway, so
what's that noise?
I went. I printed off my CV, which had fuck all on it. Stop fucking knocking my leg, please. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah, go on.
And I printed off my CV and I just took it around to different places, different stores. And I went to Grady Union, the front desk, asked for the manager. I forgot his name. Stop fucking making noises.
I'm making any noise.
Yes, you are. I can hear them.
What?
So look how sensitive the mic is.
Oh, there you go.
Grow up. So I went around, I handed out my CV, called for the duty manager at Grady Union, went out, and he goes, good news, we've got our assessment centre, which is basically a bunch of people interviewing at the same time. Tomorrow, come back tomorrow, we had a good chat. Went in there, went through the interview process, like assessment center, boom, got the job, bro. Cheering. $12.50 an hour.
Yes.
That was fucking...
That was good money back then.
That is big money. 100%. That was like everyone else was getting paid like $9.
$8.
Because everyone, like when you talk to someone about your job at that age, like the first thing everyone asks is like, what do you get paid?
Yeah,
It wasn't even
what's your
like
paycheck?
And at that age, because you're so young, it's not even like a big swing
Yeah,
thing.
literally, you
It's
don't
just
even
like
care.
it's just a chit chat.
Your parents give you money, you just like-
$12.50. Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
I'm fucking rich.
But well, you have to do a lot of the cinemas. It was mad, bro. I had a walkie-talkie for like the sickest country. Turn it up and down. It's not beeping. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a clean-up on our fucking...
Yeah, but I used to love grading. I want to laugh.
But bro,
I want to
listen
scream.
to this story. So it's like my third shift, and I was going up and Parramatta. So I don't know if you remember, you go up like a couple of sets of escalators. It was like brand new at the time too. You go right down the end, and there's like cinemas 6, 7, 8. Anyway, so I'm doing my job at that time. So different jobs. There was like cooking food, doing the popcorn, doing checks of the cinema, clean up, lots of different stuff. So on this particular shift, I was on like checking the cinemas, like walking, making sure fucking feet on the seats, all that fucking. I was one of those.
I hated those guys.
That was me.
Get your feet off the seat.
So I go down my torch. I literally got my torch, walkie-talkie.
You would have loved that age,
You
JP.
turn
that
down
authority.
the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
I felt like a sick cunt. I was 15 years old. So I'm walking down, feet off the seats, you gronk, whatever. So I go down to the I'm walking down right near the front, and I look to my left, and I'm like, bro, what's going on here? There's two people down the front. Because there's a bloke on the ground. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And there was a girl on the seat, and I put my torch up, and he's eating around.
Oh my God.
I'm in the second row. I went like that. I freaked out. I put my torch down. I fucking scurried away. I didn't even tell anyone.
Oh my
I just
God.
buzzed off because I'm like, this guy's going to bash me.
That's
Did they look at you? Did they look?
Yeah, bro. Because I shone my torch at him.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
The
just
guy
get some
looked
popcorn,
up.
cuz. Oh my God.
He just looks up like that. Bro, I wigged out. I didn't even tell my manager. I didn't say anything. I just fucking
Like
left.
a mouse chewing through telephone wire. That's bad.
Come through. We've got to clean up with our fun.
Yeah,
Oh, that's so bad.
And I was
Wow.
right, anyway.
Well, we're fucking movies. Like, that shit
People do it,
happens.
but bro, you
Like,
don't see someone going down on someone.
Oh,
that I
well,
think,
yeah,
do
maybe
ya?
not, but-
There's obviously a bit of fucking
Back in
this
the-
action.
Yeah, up.
Back in the day.
Anyway, back in the day.
What movie were they watching?
Don't remember. But bro, actually, it was mad because sometimes during my shift, I'd just be like, I'm a bit bored.
I'll
And
go
I
watch a
just
movie.
go watch like a bit of a movie.
Did you get free movies or did you get cheap movies?
Yeah, we get
or-
like. But you didn't want to go at the time because like if you were ever like had a crush on someone going to the movies with them, all your colleagues would fucking be there.
But I remember sneaking into movies.
I
when
got my cousins and
But
stuff.
don't you remember
Yeah.
sneaking into movies like when you were like,
Oh, bro, I had to chase people before.
Oh,
because they'd
no.
run
Oh,
up
'cause
the
they-
opposite escalator. So the way Para Westfield was, I don't know if you remember the escalators, they would be coming down.
Yes.
The escalators on the way down
Yes.
on the left. So what would happen is boys would just start sprinting up. We'd be like, there's a bunch of boys going up. I'd get on the walkie-talkie, like, security, level 4.
yeah, bro,
And then we'd have to go
100%.
hunt these
That
people
was
down.
Maddie. You're
That
chasing.
was
Oh,
Maddie,
yeah,
I was
yeah.
chasing
At Castle
Maddie.
Towers, it was the same. You used to either walk to like cinema 1 to 6 and then 6 to 12 on the right. And like we used to, it was like always, okay, boys, just be confident and you just walk through. And you just got to walk through.
Yeah.
Just
Not-
very, very nonchalant. just
Not
whatever.
overconfident. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And that's, I used to do the
Sus.
same, bro. Like that was
Sus.
talking about changes, bro. That was me. I used to rock. Everyone used to hang around Castle Towers when, like in year 7 to 9. Like Castle Towers after school, Castle Towers before school, go get a coffee before school or a hot chocolate. But I used to love stealing stuff, bro. When I was in high school.
What did you
Bro,
steal, Maddie?
I used to
What
love
did you
it.
steal?
We used to go to like surf dive and ski or Jeffro's or like General Pants and like I used to love.
Jeffro's?
Yeah, it
What's
used to
that?
be called Jeffro's before it became surf dive and ski.
Oh, what the
and
fuck?
My mate Allahan first got me onto like stealing stuff. Like it was just like a cool
Oh,
thing.
it's just thrown out.
Tell
Sorry,
us your
Allahan.
first thing. What was your first
I-
big...
It was like a hat.
Oh, okay,
I never
yeah.
used to steal big ticket items like shoes or pants.
Big
but I
ticket
used to like beanies, hats, like you know,
Fucking
just
menace.
random whatever it
Where'd
was.
you get this from, Maddie?
Yeah, no, this is one of those.
Wearing a beanie at the moment.
random shit, bro. But like you used to walk in, he used to have a tactic. It was like hold a pair of pants up and be like, hey, can I just try these on? But behind the pair of pants that he was holding up, there'd be the exact same pair of pants, like literally just behind it. So you have like a stun double, walk into the shops,
my
change
God.
room, try one on, dack one down his pants, and then walk out and be like, yeah, they're not for
This
me.
is full
And then just
Mission
walk out,
Impossible.
Yeah, bro.
This is
It's like
fucking how to
this is
steal
an
101.
operation.
I don't
Really-
condone that stuff now, but bro, it was so addicting
Yeah.
at the time. I used to just get the biggest rush from it, just like going and stealing stuff. Or like going by Macca's and they'll call out like apple pie and a cheeseburger. I'll be like,
Okay,
yeah, that's me. Or when I was like broke when I was like 17, bro, I used to go to McDonald's and like just go pull over into the waiting bay and just like wait at the waiting bay. And then someone will come out, and then they'll be like, yeah, and whatever it was like a lucky
The
dip.
transformation.
Bro,
I
makes
know,
sense
it's
now.
crazy.
She's like,
Yeah.
it's a lucky dip, whatever you get, you get. And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. She's like, You sure? I'm like, yeah, it's a Big Mac, right? She's like, it's the double quarter. I meant double quarter pounder. Sorry, thank you.
I think I stole an egg from a gas station or something, petrol station. Like, so I went into this petrol station with my auntie and my sister, and we went in there. My auntie got something, and there was like a case of eggs there, and I was facing the counter when my auntie was buying whatever, and I was like, Mission Impossible, like walking backwards with my hand behind my back, and I like grabbed the egg. A single egg, single egg, put it in my pocket. Fuck, I thought it was cool. Went outside and I threw it at a fence.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought you were going to say explode in your pocket.
That was it. Yeah.
Speaking of eggs, do you guys remember egging? Did you guys do much egging?
Oh, bro, I used to love going egging.
Fucked.
Oh, bro, egging TP houses, bro. I used to do that shit a lot. Or I used to just love like knock and run. Remember knock and run?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Everyone had that. Bro, knock and run was
the best.
Yeah.
Bro, me and my cousin, I remember we did it like in our street at our house. We knocked like 3 houses down.
And harmless
We're like
too,
10 years old.
Yeah.
Knock on, and there was like nowhere to hide. And I just remember like hiding in front of the letterbox. The guy's like, mate, I can see you.
I can see
like, where are you hiding?
Bro, my cousin Matt once, I don't know, I forgot what the occasion was, but he egged a bus driver. He just went as he was getting on the bus.
Oh, that's bad.
That's bad, bro.
Bad.
He just got, I don't know, him and his mate, they were just egging. I'll never forget.
That's just dog.
They pretended to get on the bus, the doors open. They just pegged the bus driver.
And just ran off.
Yeah.
That's sad.
That's
bro,
sad.
I was getting on the bus
fucked.
when I was like in year 8, and my brothers, I called him. I was like, bro, please, I'm running late for my bus. Please come pick me up. So he drove to the bus stop with his mate. Him and his mate were working together. I pretended to I went to get in his car, and then he just egged me and drove off.
Oh, really?
My brother. My brother egged me and just drove off. And I just started crying. I went home and we had a shower before. It was the worst thing ever, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I like this off-the-cuff style.
Yeah, I just went back to the movies for a second because I thought about my cousins. They always tell this story. They tell it much better than me. Andrew, Marcus, and I think Jonah and Rodney were there. And they went with their parents to the movies, or they went with Andrew's parents to the movies, and they were supposed to be going to some fucking PG movie or something, and somehow the parents, I don't think they went together, but somehow the parents found out that they left the cinema and went to a different movie. Anyway, apparently Diana, Andrew's mum, and they would have been at an age where this would have been very embarrassing for them. Goes into the cinema. Apparently goes in, like, it's pitch black, the movie's on. She's like, Andrew!
Oh, right.
Walks in, she's like, I'm going to fucking get... I'm going to kill you.
In the middle of the
grabs
movie.
him out of the movie right in the middle of the movie, and they just reckon it's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to them, bro.
Yeah, what about what embarrassing moments? I've never had that many embarrassing moments with my family.
Bro.
Like my parents.
I'm just trying to go back into the memory bank here.
I have one I actually thought of because when I was thinking about it, I'm like, oh yeah, embarrassing shit that's happened to me. This one stands out clearly because it's probably one of the most embarrassed I've ever felt in my life. I've got 2 friends from uni, Jenny and Danielle, amazing friends. Shout out to the girls, love them. Chris and I saw them only a couple of weeks ago, went to Frango's in Concord. Anyway, we went to Jenny and I, we all did psych together and we went to Danny's to visit. We were going to go have lunch there, whatever. This is many years ago when I was at Macquarie. And we got there and Danny's mum was coming home, was going to make food or whatever. Anyway, she got home and I was striking up a conversation, just trying to be a nice guy or whatever. And we somehow got into the topic of like, I don't know how old we are and our family or whatever. And she was talking about how she went overseas or something, before she had Danielle. And I remember, and she was talking about she had her not long after that. And I said to her these words exactly. So... Where was Danielle conceived?
What?
Why would you ask that question?
I didn't. I meant when were you pregnant with her? But
Even
obviously
that,
literally means when did the sperm hit the egg?
Yeah, when did it slide in?
Oh my god!
What did she say?
She's like, I think she started pissing herself, and Danielle goes, "What the fuck are you asking my mum?"
Yeah, it's good that she had a bit of a.
Well, and then did you realize what you had said?
Yeah, bro, I was legit. I looked like a lobster. I was that red.
Yeah.
I was like so embarrassed.
Yeah, I've had those. Sometimes you just have those brain slips, bro. You know what I mean?
Say dumb stuff. Yeah.
Just dumb
you
stuff.
You just got to cop it on the chin and say, "I'll fucking go get."
Well, I had a bit of a physical embarrassment. This is my thunderbolt on my forehead.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
the Harry Potter scar.
You got that?
The
Yeah.
Harry Potter scar.
Voldemort.
This was like 11 years ago, 12 years ago. It was alcohol related. So it was out at
Booze
in
related.
Parramatta, booze related.
Yeah.
Out in Albion.
Hey.
Sorry, not Albion. Out on Parramatta Collectors Club called
Oh,
Collectors.
bro, that's old school.
Bro, that used to go off.
That's
fucking
old
mad
school.
hip-hop,
Collector
but-
Hotel.
So I was there. We were drinking, obviously, and I think they had just put a new floor down, like a new tiles,
Shiny floor.
like tiles. So I got some drinks and I put them on the table and I had to walk across the floor to get to the dance floor because I was going to go, have a bit of a boogie. So I sort of went to run and I slipped and I headbutted
Oh my God.
the tiles.
Fuck me.
Yeah, headbutted the tiles.
No hands, nothing? Jesus.
No,
You
just
concussed?
cracked. No, I got up and I was like, fuck. Went to the bathroom because I could felt something on my forehead. Looked at it and it was like this. All that came through was a little bit of slit of blood. And I was like, okay, that's not too bad. Jesus. Went back out, drinking, dancing. Then we ended up leaving. No one could really see it. And then the bouncer grabbed me from the shirt and he pulls me and goes, fucking call the ambulance. Because it was split.
Holy shit.
So
that's like proper UFC style.
Yeah, I think there was, obviously would have been blood.
Fuck.
Ambulance came, went to, I think it was Northmead or something. And I was sitting in there and then the guy comes in or the doctor comes in and said, oh yeah, we're going to have to stitch you up. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was still pretty drunk. Goes through, stitches me up. And then, I was just sitting there just chilling. And then, they were sort of having a laugh outside the room, saying, "Oh fuck, have you seen that Harry Potter dude?"
Bro, it's legit a thunderbolt.
How long ago was
100%.
this?
I was like 11 years ago, 12 years ago,
Wow.
and they're like, "Fuck yeah, that Harry Potter guy, fucking hell, looks so good." And then I go, "Oh, can I go have a look at it?" Like, I just wanted to see what it was because I hadn't seen it since I'd seen it in the bathroom. Now, when I looked in the bathroom, I was like, fuck, I'm the Harry Potter guy.
The
Shit.
boy who lived.
Bro, and it was funny, like, it looked fucked because obviously there were stitches, like, it was puffy. There were stitches hanging out of it, and you could see it, so, yeah.
That's
driving
crazy.
home was pretty crazy.
I was about to say, my precious, but then I realized that's Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings.
that's sort of the reason.
You're probably thinking about what's he on about?
Yeah, what were you saying?
Yeah, no, the
Spelliarmus.
boy who lived.
Okay.
Harry Potter is the
Harry
fucking
Potter.
boy who
The boy
lived.
who lived, yeah.
As in
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this Voldemort
Voldemort.
fucking...
Don't hate me.
Yeah.
I've never seen one Harry Potter
no.
movie in full.
Have you seen them all, JP?
I've never seen one Harry Potter in full.
Okay,
Have you seen them all?
One, that's odd. That's just the same as like saying...
Yeah,
actually,
not
I've never,
even
I've
one.
never,
It's like saying you've never had apple pie. You've never had apple pie? Do you know what that's off?
No, I've never.
Benchwarmers. You ever seen Benchwarmers?
Benchwarmers,
Funniest
yeah.
movie ever.
Yeah.
Funniest
Never seen
fucking
it.
movie. Never seen it?
Would it be as funny today
Is that with
to
Snyder?
me?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider? Yeah,
Rob Schneider.
that was on
He's
TV.
funny.
Nice
He's funny,
movie.
that guy.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider.
That's
Yeah,
the guy who's always in the Adam Sandler
Yeah,
movie.
Yeah.
okay. Do you
You
know,
can
do you
do
know that
it.
Adam
Best mates,
Sandler?
they
Yeah,
must
Adam
be.
Sandler made a pact with his high school mates that if he ever made it big and in Hollywood,
get them
in
that he
everything.
would. That's why there's all the
There's
same
all the
guys.
same
Yeah.
Bro,
people.
that's why
Dudes.
it's always the same guy from like Big Daddy who's like the homeless dude.
Yeah,
And
the
he's
weird guy.
Yeah,
He's
the weird
always
guy.
in 'em.
Yeah.
Bro, have you seen Lil Dicky? It's the funniest.
Lil
movie.
Dicky, yeah,
Lil
yeah,
Dicky's
yeah.
What do you
hilarious.
mean? I know
Dicky.
who Lil Dicky is.
No, not
No,
Lil
the
Dicky.
movie.
Not Chris Brown Lil Dicky. Like,
no.
I woke up in Chris Brown's body. No, not
What
Lil
a track, but
No,
can we
the
end on
movie.
that?
Lil Dicky the movie. It's about like he's like the son of the devil,
Satan,
yeah,
yeah.
son of Satan
Yeah.
in the movie.
And he's got that like comb over haircut.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know
You're
that.
like,
I rebuked that. Yeah.
He's like,
we're cutting that. We're
he's like, I love that movie. My favorite movie.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, wow.
So you're a Harry Potter fan then?
Yeah, like I'm not.
You
a,
seem
I'm,
like
I'm
a
not.
little-
I'm not. I love Harry Potter, but Harry Potter fans would call me a fake.
I
Because
hate bullying,
Kristen is a legit Harry Potter fan.
That's why you guys like a cute nerd couple. I don't like bullying. Okay, I used to be a dickhead when I was like younger, but I probably
were you a bully when you were at school?
I
You
would have
were a
bullied.
bully.
I would
bullied JP.
have bullied you.
You reckon?
Yeah, just you got that like.
I would've bashed the fuck out of you.
Nah,
Yeah, but JP's
yeah, he's got a
he's
beard
got a-
now, but back then he was like just this like a fucking loser that just like
I was
he's one of
just
those
hanging out.
smart ass kids.
No, honestly, to be like complete full disclosure, year 7 and 8 I got bullied. I was
Yeah,
I was
you were
sweet
saying.
when I got older, but year 7 and 8 I got bullied.
So that's why you've got this
I actually-
bravado sort of
well,
like on
actually-
the edge sort of character now.
Not really. No.
I don't get that.
Actually,
I don't get that.
I love I have a soft spot for the people that
The
I see
vulnerable.
that the people that look vulnerable.
They're
Actually,
vulnerable, yeah,
100%.
I have more distaste for you now that I know you're a bully.
I'm not a bully.
I feel like I have a literal bad taste
I'm
in my
not
mouth.
nuts, dog. I'm not a bully at all, bro.
I used
You
to just-
definitely
yeah.
were now
No, I
because
wasn't.
you
I told
just
you this.
confirmed
I told
it.
you
You
this.
just said it.
You just said it, and I'm like, that makes sense.
I don't think if you remember, I think on episode 3 or 4, I told you that there was one kid that I was fucking around with, and then I apologized to him, and then remember I told you this.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it was
I
like, you
remember.
do
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
this,
Oh,
JP.
now
Obviously,
now
don't.
he's fucking backpedaling.
You don't
Look at
listen
him.
to
He's
conversations.
backpedaling
JP's
now.
put you in the box now.
Yeah, now.
We're gonna do a poll. Who's your favorite on the episode? Who's your least favorite?
That's bully shit. That's bully shit. That's what bullies do.
That is what
You're a
bullies-
legit
Psychological.
bully.
Psychological
Oh
bullying.
no,
That
you've,
is-
you've just been put in a box.
Yeah.
You don't want to be labelled a bully.
I'll put you in the toilet upside down like a
Yeah, you can try.
Nelson,
cunt.
he's Nelson from The
I got
Simpsons.
more heart.
bully. You're hard.
Yeah, I'm more
Heart.
the smart ass person, the smart ass
Yeah.
dude. I used to get like I'd be a smart ass and because I was quick and I could step around, I could get away from people. But when I used to get
Ooh,
caught,
some more.
they used to fucking
still my favorite story ever. Sean's like, I can't read.
Man, you know why Matty started laughing? He's thinking about what he would have said to that kid. You can't even read. You
can't read, motherfucker. And then Sean took it. He's like, yep, I can't read.
Correct.
No, that's what I thought. I could read. That's what I thought.
No, you can read.
It's funny because like now I'll see dudes. Oh, because I'm good with them. Like there's one or two dudes. Who said that this morning and said like Alejandro is like, bro, you look so Jewish.
You do.
I do. When I'm
I
like
could imagine JP with those like
the curls,
the kills.
What was it saying? Who was it saying? Fuck, I forgot.
The boys from school.
Lachaim?
Oh yeah, I see them now. It's funny now because
Ah.
like, bro, the worst thing you can possibly do to someone who used to bully you when you were younger is call them out on it. Like now,
That's the best
they
thing.
get so
No,
embarrassed.
in front of everyone, like in
They
front of
hate
people.
Yeah. It's like, fuck, I gotta stop doing that. It's bullying.
But what did they do though? What did they do? Like what was
They're
it?
like, nah, bro, I did it. Oh no,
No, when they bullied you, what was it?
I don't know, like
Put you in the-
I don't
put
want
you
to
in
make
the-
it too obvious
Stinky
because they might
JP.
listen. I love you guys.
You got
Yeah.
curly
You know who you
hair.
are.
La, la,
You're
la,
not-
la,
you're not
la.
saying their
They
name.
might like, oh, bro, like what was it? They like fucking,
Stuff you in the locker.
Oh, like don't get me wrong, because I
such
wanted
a
to when I was in year
stereotype.
7 and 8, I really wanted to fit in with the. I think I told you guys, I wanted to fit in with the
Skaters.
Aussie crew and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they weren't like particularly accepting. You know, the fucking Wog Boy. It was all the Aussies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I went through that phase of like, I want, you know, the baggy clothes, the etnies, the globe shoes.
Yeah.
It was a thing. It was you know what? It was a popular movement back then.
Do you remember Heelys?
100%.
Volcom, all that.
I love
Yeah, bro,
Volcom.
100%.
You know what? Everyone used to shop at City Beach back in those days.
City
too.
Beach,
City
yeah.
Beach
City
was
Beach was
the go-to,
swag.
bro. Yeah.
Did you guys have Six Money Pal? SMP?
What's
I
that?
remember that was like a
Six
brand
money
everyone used to
Oh, I
wear.
remember that
Yeah.
brand.
But look
I
at
remember
that's a
that brand.
fucked up like thing, like a messed up ethos to like give to like 14-year-old kids. Like
Yeah.
Six
Six
Money
Money
Pal.
Pal. Yeah.
I
They
didn't
have
even know that's what
homework,
it standard for.
healthy food, and the gym.
You would have
Remember
worn that. What are you talking about?
Nah, I used to wear like I remember back in the day, Factory was like
Oh,
fresh.
yeah.
Remember
Oh.
Factory trackies were like the most cool thing.
The
when
trackies.
Remember the trackies?
Yeah. Actually, Marcus
Baggy
had a pair of
pants.
nude color ones. They looked like
They were
you
cool.
could-
Yeah.
They were. Yeah.
What else was cool? I remember like when Vans first like became like super cool. I still love wearing Vans. Vans
You
is like
still
all-time
have
favorite.
those like those checkered ones, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love Vans, bro.
Oh,
but I
the
remember when
checkered
Vans
ones.
first were cool, or like I still love Chuck Taylors, and then like what
Chuck
else?
Taylors are sick.
Heelys,
Yeah.
remember Heelys? People used to run around in the shopping center and like
Yeah.
You know
It's
that's
good.
funny
Skate
because you
around on
have
the
a
hills.
lot of like you have a lot of like the Aussie influence as well.
Yeah,
of it,
because
you know
where
what
you
I mean?
grew up.
So no, and because of school.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
was that
'cause-
like a thing when you were trying, like, were you like you wanted to make sure that you were in? Because that's the thing. By default, that wouldn't have been your default crew.
But that
right?
was my default thing, I think, because I grew up in like just around it. But
Why, 'cause
now,
you grew up in like Kellyville and
yeah.
Kellyville?
But
Yeah.
honestly, as time's moved on, like I love. Like my style, I feel like is timeless. I feel like Chuck Taylors are always going to be cool.
Yeah.
I feel
Right,
like Vans are always going to be like well worn. Air Force
Yeah.
Ones, you can always
They're
wear Air
easy to
Force
wear.
Ones.
You can wear them anything.
But when
That's
we were
it.
younger, it was very distinct. Like,
Yeah.
as in it was much more distinct. Like
I remember
if
with
you wore this
snapbacks.
or if you did that.
Yeah.
It was Vans and snapbacks was the cool thing. Like you used to go to Parkley Markets, get the NBA jersey with like the Mitchell and Ness snapback or like the new era. Like, but
Yeah.
even that,
But you
I
all
still
wore
mess with
snapbacks were fucking
You all wore
massive,
uniforms
bro.
to school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah.
Did you have mufti days and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
Mufti
Mufti
Day.
Day.
I used to
Days and shit
flex
like
on
that.
Mufti Day. Like Mufti Day was
That
one
was
of
like
those
the big
days
day
you
in
get
your
G'd
calendar.
for. Prepare it,
Yeah,
mark it in the
yeah,
calendar.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
holy man,
And
I
everyone,
can't.
and then like it was a big thing. You like you
And there'll be
look in front of-
judgment.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah, people be judging and all that sort of
Yeah,
shit.
and then I remember.
Hi,
and
honey.
yeah, honey, I'm
Hi.
home. Yeah, so we're live on the podcast.
hello.
Is anyone here?
Hello, man.
We have a special guest on the
Kristen's
podcast.
What? Why were you wait? No, come in. It's your house, hun.
Yeah.
My beautiful.
Should we
wife.
get him on
No,
the
we're
get him
good.
on the show?
Do you wanna say a few
Say
things
hello
on
to
the potty?
the
Oh, we can hear you. You'll be on the recording.
Excellent. Yeah.
Bro, you know, I just thought of a funny story. My cousin Andrew always tells it. Because we're talking about obviously the topic of like, you know, the playground and bullying or whatever. I have no recollection of this, but supposedly when because we went to the same school in a primary school, both went to Trinity, and supposedly he was playing handball or something.
old
and
handball.
someone was giving him shit or roughing him up or what have you. And he came and told me. Apparently, I just went and fucking bashed this little kid. I don't even remember it. He always tells this
How
story.
old are you?
I feel like that's why he's got deep down love for me. Shout out Andrew Nasser, doesn't even listen.
How old
I
are
don't know. I
you?
think I was like probably like I don't know. How old are you when you're like year 6 or year 5, 10, 12?
You see, yeah, no, you're like 11 or 12.
11 or 12. I was
So you had a bully moment.
yeah. Oh, no, I was well.
Oh, you backed him up.
I backed him
you
up.
backed him up. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I love
Bro, do you remember
handball.
handball, bro?
Handball's
Oh,
the best,
bro.
bro.
If you were good at handball, you had status.
Yeah, bro. You're the king of the
There was
day.
always that kid. I was never that kid. Like I used to probably
Bro.
go like Dunstan Queens, and I was all right.
Oh,
and then
Duns. I
Duns,
forgot about
Queens.
Duns.
Then it was Ace.
Duns.
No,
if you were a gun
Kings,
in
Queens,
Ace,
Jacks, Duns.
What's that?
no, we used to do Dunce, Queens, Kings, Ace.
Oh, we didn't have
Oh,
Ace. We didn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
Ace.
Ace. When
Did
you
you
were
guys-
Ace, you were the king.
Did you guys have cheddar rings?
What?
No, I mean, if you were...
What's
Chatterings.
What's chatterings?
Oh, no, don't worry about it.
I have no idea what it is. Do you know what
Cheesy
it is?
balls? What's that?
No.
What's chatterings?
Chatterings is like a ring, and it's got like 5 or 6 rings, like screws, and you just spin it, and you do all these tricks and stuff like that.
No.
Chatterings.
Do you
No,
remember
no,
like
no,
shit
no,
like when you
no.
were like in the kinder year one, like you get like those little blocks, like you had counters, like just when you first learn to count, and then you've got like those little cubes, like one cube, then you get the 10, it was like 10 cubes.
Oh, that's a throwback.
And then it was like the 100, that was like the square, and then the it was like 1,000 was the 10.
Well, what about marbles?
memory.
Marbles?
I used to love marbles.
Fucking
bro.
marbles?
Oh no, we didn't play marbles.
Oh, well,
You didn't play marbles?
Marbles was dope, bro.
Nah.
Really?
We played like Crazy Bones and shit.
Oh, Crazy
Crazy
Bones.
Bones, yeah.
Bro, what about... I forgot about Crazy Bones.
Remember that? And people used to go, "Oh, someone stole my fucking Crazy Bones."
Oh, do you
Where's
remember,
my Crazy
remember
Bones?
Scoobies? You
We
used to
got
like
banned from bringing them to
Scoobies?
school.
Yeah, like start
Well, because
fights.
people would
Crazy Bones or
people would
Scooby?
big fights about with Crazy Bones.
Fuck.
They're fucking
Bro, I'm gonna look up
menaces
Crazy
fucking taking your
Remember
Crazy
Scoobies?
Bones.
Yeah,
Did you have Scoobies?
bully people.
Scoobies. There were
No,
things like that you like weave together and like put them on like as a keychain on your bag.
No.
Like those things.
Oh,
you
the
remember-
plastic things.
Yeah, the plastic things, yeah.
Well, I don't think we really had them much.
Nah.
Do you guys remember when you grew your first pube? I just say that because I remember when I had my first pube.
Last week?
No, guys, because I remember I started pulling it out. I was like, "What the fuck is that? Why am I growing hair?" And I'm pulling it out.
I think we're getting towards the end of the episode.
Because
That's gonna be episode next week.
Do you remember when you first got pubes or not?
I know, like,
Because bro,
bro, I remember
it was like
you
year 5 or year 6 or something. First one's come to, I'm like, bro, what's that? Why have I got hair?
Yeah,
down
but
here?
was it there or did you get it under your arm?
No,
underarm first?
I don't, but underarms would have been more normal.
Brother, my mum I used to have mum because I wanted to wear deodorant. She's like, you didn't need deodorant. You didn't have any hair. So I'll put my arm like this and she'll be like this, looking like, nah.
Not yet.
Like searching. I'm like, mum.
Bionicles. Bionicles. Do you remember those? Bionicles.
I remember the name, but
it's like those figures, those action figures that are made out of like, you know,
Barnacles.
Bionicles.
Barnacle Man? No,
No,
that's
not
on
Barnacles.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, I love
bro,
SpongeBob.
you remember Action Man?
Action Man. I do remember
He-Man.
Action Man.
Action Man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Toys R Us used to be.
Oh,
bro,
bro.
remember going into Toys R Us and
Cause
we're
we-
full going off on
Bro,
tangents here.
that Transformers coming out 2 weeks. Make sure you go watch it.
Beyblades. Wow.
Ready,
bro.
set, and then it
Yeah,
said
yeah,
something
yeah.
like ready,
Ready, set, rip.
Ready, set, rip.
Ready, set, rip,
Or
was
something rip.
it 3, 2, 1, let it rip.
Let it rip.
Let it
Let's
rip.
go. That's it.
All right, well, that's it.
That'll be. We'll sign off with
Yeah,
that.
honestly, we'll sign up with that.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. We didn't have much planned today. We kind of went off the cuff a little
We had
bit.
a few things
I
planned,
think,
but
I think the general theme of this episode was memories.
Yeah,
memories,
totally.
chit-chat,
We're gonna call it memories. I reckon.
100%.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
nostalgia.
stuff.
Off the cuff.
I'm not sure about JP's last topic, but we love you guys.
All right.
Year 5 was
Love
when I
you.
got my
Another
first ones.
fart to close us out.
Shoot. Woo.